Broccoli lovers, rejoice! There's something truly comforting about a steaming bowl of cheddar broccoli soup, a dish that wraps you in warmth and delivers a burst of flavor with every spoonful. But what if you could make the best cheddar broccoli soup ever, right in your own kitchen? Imagine a soup that strikes the perfect balance between velvety richness and fresh, vibrant green goodness. Today, let's embark on a culinary journey to unlock the secrets to creating a cheddar broccoli soup that will have everyone coming back for seconds. It begins, as all great soups do, with the finest fresh ingredients. Broccoli, the star of the show, should be vibrant and crisp, with tightly packed florets and sturdy stems. Choose broccoli that's deep green, free from yellowing, and as fresh as possible. For the cheese, sharp cheddar is key. It brings a bold, tangy flavor that complements the subtle earthiness of the broccoli. Choose a high-quality block of cheddar and grate it yourself for the smoothest melt and fullest flavor. The supporting cast features onions, garlic, carrots, and celery, each bringing their aromatic notes and depth to the broth. Start by preparing your vegetables. Chop the onion finely, mince a couple of cloves of garlic, and dice a carrot and a stalk of celery. Cut the broccoli into small florets, reserving the stalks. These often underappreciated parts add body and flavor when peeled and diced. In a large, heavy-bottomed pot, melt a generous knob of butter over medium heat. The butter is crucial. It's what gives the soup its silky mouthfeel and helps the vegetables saute gently, coaxing out their sweetness. Add the onions, garlic, carrots, and celery and cook, stirring frequently. As the vegetables begin to soften, their aromas will fill your kitchen, setting the stage for the feast to come. Sprinkle in a pinch of salt and a crack of black pepper. Then let the vegetables sweat until they're tender and fragrant. Next, add the broccoli stalks, allowing them to cook for a few minutes. This builds a foundation for flavor and ensures that nothing goes to waste. Once the vegetables are soft, sprinkle in a few tablespoons of all-purpose flour, stirring constantly. This step creates a roux, the secret to a soup that's thick and creamy without being heavy or gluey. Slowly pour in chicken or vegetable broth, whisking well to prevent any lumps from forming. The soup will begin to thicken almost immediately. Bring the mixture to a gentle simmer, then add the broccoli florets. Simmer until the broccoli turns a bright, vivid green and is just tender, about 10 to 15 minutes. Overcooking the broccoli is a common pitfall. You want it to retain its color and a bit of bite, so the soup tastes fresh, not mushy. Here's where you can customize the texture to your liking. Some prefer their cheddar broccoli soup chunky, with pieces of broccoli floating in the creamy base. Others opt for a smooth, velvety finish. If you like it smooth, use an immersion blender right in the pot, or ladle the soup in batches into a regular blender. Blend until you reach your desired consistency, then return the soup to the pot. Now, for the moment of magic, the addition of cream and cheddar cheese. Lower the heat so the soup doesn't boil. Pour in a splash of heavy cream or half and half, stirring gently to enrich the soup without overwhelming the broccoli's flavor. Then, by the handful, add the freshly grated cheddar, stirring constantly. The cheese should melt slowly, creating a luxurious, silken texture. Avoid pre-shredded cheese, which often contains anti-caking agents that can make the soup grainy. Taste the soup, adjusting the salt and pepper as needed. For an extra kick, add a pinch of cayenne pepper or a dash of hot sauce, just enough to accentuate the cheddar's tang without overpowering the dish. Ladle the soup into bowls and consider your garnishes. A sprinkle of more sharp cheddar, a handful of crisp homemade croutons, or a scattering of finely chopped fresh chives can all add texture and color. For those who love a bit of crunch, roasted broccoli florets or a dusting of smoked paprika can take the dish to the next level. What makes this cheddar broccoli soup the best ever? It's the harmony of textures and flavors, the creamy base, the bright broccoli, and the bold melting cheddar. Each ingredient is treated with care, and the method ensures the soup remains light, never stodgy, while still delivering indulgent comfort. But the beauty of this soup lies not just in its taste, but in its versatility. It's a dish that can be as elegant or as homey as you wish. Serve it as a starter at a dinner party, garnished with a swirl of cream and a touch of fresh herbs, or enjoy it in a big mug on a chilly evening, paired with a hunk of crusty bread for dunking. It's easy to make vegetarian by using vegetable broth, and you can adapt it for gluten-free diets by swapping the flour for cornstarch or another thickener. Broccoli cheddar soup is also a wonderful way to use up odds and ends in your fridge. Leftover roasted vegetables, a stray potato, or even a handful of spinach can all find a home here, adding their own subtle notes to the symphony. Don't be afraid to experiment with different cheeses either. Try a blend of cheddar and Gruyere for extra depth, or a touch of Parmesan for a nutty finish. For those who crave even more broccoli flavor, consider roasting some of the florets before adding them to the soup. Roasting caramelizes the sugars in the broccoli, intensifying its flavor and adding a hint of smokiness. Simply toss the florets in olive oil, season with salt and pepper, and roast at a high temperature until they're golden and crisp at the edges. And if you're making this soup ahead of time, it's a dish that only gets better with a little rest. The flavors meld and deepen as it sits, making it ideal for meal prep or easy lunches. Just be sure to reheat gently over low heat, stirring often to keep the cheese from separating. Broccoli cheddar soup is a celebration of simple ingredients transformed by careful technique and a little bit of love. It's the kind of dish that brings people together, whether you're serving it to family on a busy weeknight or sharing it with friends on a cozy afternoon. Its appeal is universal. Who can resist the combination of creamy, cheesy comfort and the wholesome goodness of broccoli? For an extra touch, consider accompanying your soup with a side of warm, buttery garlic bread, or a crisp salad dressed with a bright, lemony vinaigrette to cut through the richness. If you're feeling adventurous, try adding a swirl of pesto or a spoonful of sour cream right before serving for a burst of flavor and color. As you savor each spoonful, take a moment to appreciate the balance achieved in this humble yet extraordinary dish. The sharpness of the cheddar, the freshness of the broccoli, the gentle sweetness of sautéed vegetables, and the unctuous, creamy base all come together in perfect harmony. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest recipes, made with care and the best ingredients, are the ones that linger in the memory and become cherished favorites. So, to all the broccoli lovers out there, this is your moment. With this classic cheddar broccoli soup recipe, you have everything you need to create a meal that's as nourishing as it is delicious. Gather your ingredients, set aside a little time, and treat yourself to the best cheddar broccoli soup ever. Your taste buds, and everyone you share it with, will thank you.